Indiana Fever is America's team. The haters, by the time this season is over, their heads are going to have exploded already. They're going to be so angry by the end of this WNBA season. It's going to be hilarious watching the daily melt.
The Indiana Fever is officially America's team, and by the end of this season, the critics are going to be absolutely furious. The meltdowns are going to be hilarious, and it's something we'll all be watching with a lot of satisfaction.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
She just brings so much passion to the game, and look at all these people that just want to come and see her.
It is no secret that the Indiana Fever are the most popular team in the WNBA. It is good for the entire WNBA.
History has been rewritten once again. And if you guessed Caitlin Clark is the reason, you're absolutely right. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever have not only broken another record, they've changed the entire landscape of the WNBA, and the impact is undeniable.
WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games. You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance? 48%. That's massive. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
If Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over with. Tom.
Every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's keeping your league afloat.
For those who doubted the Fever, including big names like Cheryl Swoops, the narrative has been completely shattered. People like to talk about the underdogs or the up-and-coming teams, but the Fever are no longer in that category. They have officially taken their place as America's sweetheart team.
Caitlin Clark, the people's champion! Let's get it!
That's a deep one.
Bang!
Just announced that Caitlin Clark and the Fever will be playing 41 of 44 games this year on national TV. They coming to watch the other girl, right?
Right! Bang!
Teams are moving their games with the Fever to NBA arenas so they can sell more tickets. How about that?
Bang!
Angel Reese attempted a three this deep. I think she might dislocate her shoulder.
Bang!
You want some butter with that bread? Butter. Butter.
Butter pecan!
This isn't just some temporary buzz. These are hard numbers, sold-out arenas, and a fan base that's electrifying. The Fever's transformation is backed by undeniable evidence, and now the rest of the league must take notice. I'm just trying to give myself some grace because I know I'm not the player I want to be just yet, but also giving myself credit because I know I'm doing great, Angel Reese said recently.
Broadcast this season, ooh-wee, big-time doubleheader. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, they meet in the season opener.
Indiana Fever put this out, all eyes on us.
With such star power on those teams, it's really no surprise they're atop the list for the most games available for you to check out on a national scale.
Caitlin Clark once again dominates WNBA national TV schedule.
The Fever, they lead the league with 41 games here, followed by the Aces 33, the champion Liberty at 32.
41 of our 44 games are on national television, the most television games in franchise history, the most national television games for a single team in WNBA history. I'm sure this is because of Angel Reese.
But it's not about individual growth right now. It's about the growth of the league as a whole. We're not talking about a fluke or just some media hype. The Indiana Fever are officially America's team, and that's not going anywhere anytime soon. This kind of recognition is great for women's basketball in general.
If there's actually a debate on who was Rookie of the Year last year, imagine being that delusional.
Bang!
People need to understand she saved this league. Powder, there's no TV deals, no ad sponsorships, heck, no shoe deals for you, Angel Reese, no McDonald's money. The league losing millions of dollars each year. She saved them from bankruptcy. Time to be grateful.
Bang!
93% of her games on national TV.
She's like that! Bang!
Caitlin Clark didn't come to fit in. She came to completely shake things up. And shake things up she has. Every single record she's stacking.
Everyone trying to diminish the wave that was happening, the Clarkconomics that were happening, the Caitlin Clark effect that was happening, and realizing it is not only going to be good for this Indiana Fever team, it's going to be great for everyone. It's going to be great for every single player in the WNBA and also every single team in the WNBA.
Every game she dominates, her critics are scrambling to catch up, running a full court defense against a reality they just can't deny. But here's the kicker: denial doesn't erase the demand. The more the haters sulk, the more Caitlin Clark and the Fever shine brighter. WNBA attendance hit record-breaking highs last season, with 2.3 million fans attending games across the league.
Liberty and Aces, they're going to clash here 3 times. All 3 of those are on ABC and ESPN. The Fever and the Sky, they meet 5 times. Caitlin Clark, the revamped Fever, they look to build on their success.
There have been 6 teams that have changed venues when the Indiana Fever come to play. All of these arenas are selling out.
That's an increase of 48% from 2023, a massive surge. That cannot be ignored. And let's be real, without Caitlin Clark's rise, this would not have been possible. If she gets injured, it's over. Let's face it, the WNBA players owe a lot to Caitlin Clark for keeping the league alive and thriving right now. She's single-handedly boosting the visibility of the entire WNBA. Let's talk numbers. 41 out of 44 Indiana Fever games will be aired on national television this year. That's a massive achievement for any team, let alone one that was considered an afterthought just a few seasons ago.
Sigh, I miss the unrivaled already. They're mad. Caitlin Clark didn't play in that league. They want her out. They want you fans out of the league.
Angel Wilson's talking about sitting out for more money. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever, hey, we're putting every game on TV for Caitlin Clark. Everybody wants to watch her.
This is the year that they want to do whatever they possibly can to show that they deserve more and also be profitable.
One of the worst WNBA fans and one of CC's biggest haters is already complaining. They don't like the game of basketball at all. They just want to support Reese. I've said the majority of her fans are not hoops.
This isn't just a quirk of the schedule. It's a deliberate, calculated decision by the networks to broadcast a movement. Caitlin Clark's arrival has transformed the Fever into a mainstream phenomenon. Every game they play is a must-watch event, and the networks are cashing in on it. This isn't some viral moment. It's a full-blown revolution, and the Fever are leading it.
More people are getting on board. More people are watching women's basketball. More people are watching women's college basketball. Do not slow the momentum because of ego.
Caitlin Clark draws massive viewership, and other teams don't. Caitlin Clark averaged about 1.2 million viewers per game, and the rest of the league about 400 to 500,000.
Caitlin Clark's impact has turned Indiana into the epicenter of women's basketball. The Fever aren't just another team, they are the hottest ticket in town, and the media can't get enough. Headlines, cameras, coverage, they all point back to Caitlin Clark. She's the people's champion, and the world is watching. And then there's the undeniable truth. Teams are moving their games to NBA arenas just to accommodate the massive crowds that Caitlin Clark brings with her. Think about that for a second.
Give me Angel Reese, give me Caitlin Clark, because this has been box office, y'all. The young guns, the young stars have come to play. Angel at Unrivaled, training with Lisa, Leslie, and Caitlin. We all know that girl. She lives, breathes, eats, sleeps in the gym. So I am so excited to see that matchup, those two, because anytime they go up against each other, honestly, the whole world shuts down. Yep, everything shuts down.
Teams like Chicago, Dallas, and Connecticut are abandoning their usual courts to play in NBA venues because Clark's demand is simply too high for their old arenas. And if you think Angel Reese is okay with this, you'd be wrong. She's probably sitting somewhere wondering why the United Center is only calling her name when Caitlin Clark is also on the floor.
6 WNBA networks set ratings records this season, all Caitlin Clark. 23 WNBA games drew more than 1 million viewers. Clark played in 20 of them.
But it's not just the seats, it's the screens. The Fever are leading the league in national TV appearances, and Caitlin Clark is driving those broadcast decisions. This isn't about the league's generosity, it's about economic strategy.
Recent news that 41 out of the 44 Indiana Fever games will be nationally televised. I do not think a lot of people are understanding just how big that is. That is something that the WNBA players, WNBA media, WNBA fans have been begging for so many years.
Caitlin Clark has earned every minute of airtime with her numbers, performance, and undeniable charisma. She's not just lifting her team, she's lifting the entire WNBA. Her success is a direct result of hard work, and it's bringing mainstream recognition to the league.
Caitlin Clark, what she's doing doesn't minimize what they've done, but we should have been giving her the credit. We saw the ratings, we saw the merchandise sales, we saw the attendance, but y'all want to make it about something else. Oh, what about the women that laid the foundation? What about this? What about it? That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is box office. She's doing this. And instead of giving her credit, y'all tried to make it about, oh, y'all poo-pooing the old guard. Y'all never talked about the old guard like this. Nah, I ain't gonna let it slide.
Let's talk about the critics who have been downplaying her impact. Some say it's just media hype, but let's be honest. Media hype doesn't get you 41 national broadcasts. Caitlin Clark didn't call in any favors. Networks begged her for these games. Her jersey outsold the entire league combined. That's not just a breakout star, that's a marketing phenomenon. Caitlin Clark has not only changed the game, she's fundamentally changed the WNBA's economic structure. And it's not just the Fever benefiting from this. Caitlin Clark's rise has made her one of the most valuable assets in women's sports. The Fever went from being a team that struggled to fill half of their arena to one of the highest-grossing franchises in the league. She's not just a player, she's a brand with a jump shot, and her presence is affecting everyone around her. Let's break down the numbers. Fever games alone accounted for half of the WNBA's national TV revenue last season. One rookie, one team, and the WNBA's attendance increased by 48%. Think about that. It's a single player driving that much change. This is the Caitlin Clark effect, and it's a real phenomenon. Last season, some regular Fever games drew more viewers than the WNBA Finals. That kind of pull doesn't just raise the Fever, it raises the entire league. It's not just about sold-out arenas, it's about sold-out merchandise, more viewership, and more sponsorships. Caitlin Clark's influence has forced the WNBA to grow up and enter the mainstream. Every time the Fever play, it's an event. They're not just another team. They're a spectacle, and it's all because of Caitlin Clark. Now, let's talk about the drama. As Caitlin Clark's rise continues, some players are feeling the heat. Angel Reese, for example, seems to be spending more time throwing shade than focusing on her game. And while Reese's drama-filled side-eyes and vague tweets try to stir up a narrative, Caitlin Clark's game does all the talking. She doesn't need the drama, she's here to be the greatest. No subtweets, no backhanded interviews, just pure basketball excellence. The media might try to manufacture a rivalry, but let's be real, this isn't a rivalry. This is a soap opera. Caitlin Clark is setting records, breaking barriers, and leading the WNBA into its golden age. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is chasing headlines and trying to stir up drama. But it's clear, the spotlight is on Caitlin Clark, and she's earned it. She's not just breaking records, she's creating a new era in women's basketball, and the numbers don't lie. Ticket sales are through the roof, broadcast ratings are soaring, and the WNBA is thriving. Caitlin Clark is the star everyone wanted, and now the entire league is benefiting from her success. Whether you're a die-hard fan or someone just tuning in, you're watching Caitlin Clark, and the rest of the league knows it. The Indiana Fever are no longer an afterthought. They are the show, and Caitlin Clark is the main event. This ride is just beginning, and the future of women's basketball has never looked brighter. Get ready for a new era, and get ready for the Caitlin Clark effect to continue dominating the WNBA. Are you excited for the upcoming season? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest updates.